Hello, church. We're looking at 1 Samuel chapter 7 for our daily Bible reading. Word of the day is help. Now you can think, in this past week, has there been a time you've asked for help? What caused you to need to ask for help? It obviously had to be something that you couldn't do yourself. That's why you're asking somebody else to help you. As we read through the book of Judges, and now as we're looking through the first 6 chapters of 1 Samuel, we do see that help is needed. To some degree, and to the greatest degree, the only way to really truly get help is to ask God for help, right? That's what happens in the book of Judges, right? They constantly have this cycle of being okay, God providing a leader, and then them falling back and falling into sin, serving other gods, and then getting to such a desperate situation they can no longer help themselves. It became so bad they have to ask for help. And this is what's happening again in Samuel's days, right? It's interesting, in the first 2 verses, it describes the fact that the Ark of the Covenant has come back, and they've had it for 20 years, right? The Philistines are still their enemy. They have the Ark back, but for 20 years, they're still kind of just doing bare minimum, not really serving God full-heartedly, even though God has shown his faithfulness by providing the Ark back. Think about it, 20 years. If you look back at the last 20 years of your life, what happened? What transpired? How did you have to ask for God for help? How did he provide help over the last 20 years? So finally people reach this breaking point after 20 years, so they come to Samuel asking Samuel for some help. And he gives him the same wisdom that has happened in the book of Judges and the same wisdom that we see in the New Testament. So let's pick up in verse 3. Then Samuel spoke to all the house of Israel, saying, "If you return to the Lord with all your heart, remove the foreign gods and the Asheroth from among you, and direct your hearts to the Lord, and serve him alone. He will deliver you from the hand of the Philistines." Right? This constant recall for repentance, admitting you've done wrong, and striving to no longer do that through the help of God and serving God alone. Not serving yourself, not serving other gods, but serving after the God who created you, the God who has supreme power and authority and might and deserves the only glory. Turn to him for help. And we're going to see they do that. Saul offers some sacrifices, and they fast and pray, showing their sincerity of their repentance. And then in subsequent chapters, we're going to see how God fulfills his answer to their call for help. So if you need help today, God is still there. Call out to him and seek his help, whatever it may be. Have a great day, church.